All right, AC, analytics capper. I'm coming back to you. You going with the hometown squad, Dallas Mavericks, Big D, as you laid it out, plus 1.5 against the Suns, who are starting to put it together a little bit, just like Jay Money laid out to us. He said the Suns are going to start to heat up and start to stack up some W's very, very soon. They've now won 6 in a row. Why are you back in Dallas here at home, plus 1.5?
Yeah, my guy Jay read it perfectly. He started buying Phoenix when they were low. Now they're no longer low. I think they're kind of valued correctly. They've won 6 straight games, Sean, but they've only covered 2 of those games. So it's not like they're blowing out teams. And I know spread versus just winning outright doesn't tell the whole story, but the spread does tell you like the market expectation of that team. And the Suns, even though they're winning, they're not covering. For example, they barely beat the Bulls, required a game winner yesterday by Durant. And on the other side, Dallas, they've been going through a lot of injuries. I know Luka's been in and out of the lineup. But with that being said, they're just not playing really good. They have zero defense. If Derek Lively is not in there, it's basically a layup drill for the other team, and they can't defend their defensive glass. But this is a great spot, in my opinion. They just lost to the Lakers. They just lost to the Boston Celtics. Now they're playing another marquee team at home. They moved this start time up. It was supposed to be at 9. Now it's at 7:30 for ABC. So the building's gonna be rocking. I like the Mavericks as the short underdog, not only to cover but to get the outright win.
Looking at the injury report, Luka Doncic is questionable at the moment. Kyrie Irving also questionable. Dante Exum also questionable. So is Seth Curry. Stay tuned there. As AC laid out, I expect the big dogs to go in a primetime spot like this against the Phoenix Suns. As of late, I guess I should say all season, the Suns as a cover have been horrendous at home. 17-1 ATS at home. On the road, they are 9-9. And as a favorite, though, they are 11-19-1 ATS. So that's a poor number. J Money is money. Do you agree with AC? Because you did lay it out for us a couple weeks ago. Said, look, you're going to have to start buying on the Suns here pretty soon. They are going to start winning games. Covering has been a different story. Do you think the Suns are being priced correctly? What do you think about the spot in Dallas here?
Yeah, I think they're being priced correctly. Obviously, they got a little bit baked into the line that Kyrie and Luka are questionable, which I do think they play. I don't really even know why they're on the injury report. I mean, Luka with a sore back, like, come on, man, get out of here. He's playing versus Devin Booker and the Suns. Like, I think sometimes they just throw these guys on the injury report, just kind of like to mess with us bettors. But whatever, I won't even really get into that. But Mavs are coming off back-to-back losses here. They've actually owned the Suns. They've been playing the Suns really tough. They're 7-3 straight up, 8-2 against the spread last 10 meetings. I mean, the Suns, they'll do well. Like, I think this is an over type of game. Two offensive teams that don't play a ton of defense here. So I think both teams will have success scoring here. Obviously, the Suns have I believe, back-to-back games where they had to come back from down 20 points. Maybe not versus the Pacers, but I know they game versus the Kings. They came back down from 20 points, and the game versus the Bulls. So what the Suns have been doing, they've been coming out really slow and turning it on in the fourth quarter. Maybe the Mavs in the first half here is also a look here. I expect them to come back out after a loss at the house to come out and play well. So I'd be looking towards Mavs in the first half, and I'd be looking towards an over spot here. It's a high total, but these are two great offensive teams, and neither team really just like plays the physical style of basketball. It's all up and down finesse type of scoring. So I think this is an over type of game here.
Another interesting note, AC. Road team has covered the spread in 5 of the last 6 games between the Suns and the Mavericks, similar to what Jay just laid out. So that is in favor of the Suns in this spot. Also, going against what Jay Money just laid out a bit, 8 of 12 last home games in Dallas have gone under the total. AC, Kevin Durant has had 5+ assists on the road as a favorite. That's a big number on a prop type side. Any other comments before we move away from this game? It does feel like this was the only game that I thought had any type of edge in it whatsoever across the board. I think the revenge spot angle of Phoenix is starting to stack up wins. It seems like breaks are starting to come their way a little bit. Kevin Durant is playing with an edge as of late. And Phoenix has been owned by Dallas. That Luka Doncic ghost is there and it is real. It's very coin flippy to me. That was kind of where I was across the board, where I didn't really see anything that jumped out. Any other comments, AC, before we move over to J Money's play?
Yeah, a couple comments. I'm personally going to be on the triple play here. So first quarter, first half, full game. I do think the full game is a safer play for the best bet because the Suns are coming off a game winner. That's a coin flip ending already in that respect. And then Jay mentioned something very sharp is the over. I mean, Dallas first half overs have been a wagon all season long. I think they're 26-9, I think, first half overs. So I agree with that. Second half, I think it gets a little more tight. I think they're going to take more of the 24-second shot clock and really play possession by possession. Because I think we all agree if this game is close towards the fourth quarter, they're going to play this close to a playoff game just because they don't like each other. So I like the first half total if you're going to be on the total, and then Mavericks always, in my opinion.